What grabbed you artistically about the music?
Well, I had never heard anyone play the kind of lines that Charlie Parker was playing, musical lines. They were elongated lines. I mean, he could connect harmony and chords better than most people. Johnny Hodges and Benny Carter were very talented, and their sounds were so good, appealing. But Charlie Parker had a way of playing his lines that was, Dizzy called it, he could cram notes. He could play so many notes on one beat, and they all would be right in place in the harmony and perfectly aligned. The use of extended harmony was what fascinated, because we had begun to learn basic harmony by studying and taking lessons. But this extended harmony, as used by Western classical people, was coming to fore with Charlie Parker. And as Dizzy said to me, he said, you know, Bird had the style already when I met him. He had the style that I wanted to play. Dizzy is a humble person, and I think he gave Charlie Parker a whole lot of credit, but I think he deserved a lot himself. But he said that Charlie Parker had the style already organized. You know, I had heard Charlie Parker on records when he was 17 on tapes, and he already could play great when he was with Jay McShann, which that's when I first heard him. He was with Jay McShann before I heard him with Dizzy.
Did you ever befriend Charlie Parker?
Yes, I did. I met Charlie Parker when he came to Philadelphia, and he played at a club called the Downbeat at 11th and Market. And on this occasion, his horn was in the pawn shop. So he asked me, he had heard that I was an alto player, and he called me B for Little Bird. I had gotten a nickname Little Bird because I was trying to play everything that he played. And he says, can you loan me your axe? That's what we call saxophone. Can you loan me the axe for the night? I said, yeah. So I would take the saxophone up to Charlie Parker to the Downbeat Club and sit all night, because I knew his reputation for pawning horns. And I would listen to Charlie Parker play all night. And I'd take my horn and put it back in the case and take it back home, because he was commuting back to New York to do his business.
Every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
He'd drive back to New York, and I'd come back to Philly, and because Philly was very dangerous, the narcotics squad, and he knew that.
But not in New York.
Well, not as much.
Not as much.
So I took it up to him every night for the entire week. I don't know where he was going on that Sunday, because they didn't work in the clubs on Sunday. But I had this band, and he knew it. But before I get to about the band, what he did with me, when I take my horn back to my mom and pop's house, and Charlie Parker would leave his mouthpiece on the horn, he'd split as soon as the last song, and he's gone. And I'd take the horn, and I would look at this horn, look at it. It's my horn. I said, damn, Charlie Parker played my horn last night. And all this stuff. And I'd play, and I'd still sound sad. And I said, all that stuff went right through the horn. I thought, as a kid, I said, oh, I know he left some of this good stuff in my horn. But it was gone, you know. And so as I was saying, I asked him if he would play this benefit with me, with my big band. I say, I have a benefit to play. And it was for a kid that had gotten legs amputated by a streetcar. And they put on this benefit. You know, Philadelphia had streetcars.
Yes.
And Charlie Parker said yes, he would do it. And I was knocked to my knees. I was fascinated that Charlie Parker said he would play with my band at the Elites
Yes.
Ballroom. So on that same gig, Earl Bostic, who was very popular, he had hit records, alto player. And then I came up with my big band. And Max Roach sat in with the band. And Charlie Parker sat in with my band. And the picture that you will see shows that I have my back turned and I'm conducting the band. And I'm like this. And between Charlie Parker, who's playing my saxophone, and I got a suit on like his. We all want to be like Charlie's pinstripe suit. And between Charlie Parker and myself is John Coltrane with a cigarette in his mouth, stunned, listening to Charlie Parker, as all of us were. And that's one of the greatest moments of my life, to have Charlie Parker sit in with my band playing my saxophone. And this picture is the one that you will see.